day today, and I got about 5-6 hours before I got to get up and head back to the States. So checking in with you guys. In one sec, it's kind of warm in here, but we had a great time today. So just trying to stay consistent with you guys, giving you a little update before I go to bed. But we saw the changing of the guards today at the, I don't know where they do it, the palace. But it was pretty cool. I'll be sharing some videos for you guys, doing a little virtual field trip for you. And I am officially doing a trip to Japan. So if you guys want to come along, let me know. Comment, and I'll get you the information. It'd be great to meet you guys in person. And what else did we do today? We had a great dinner. We had a specialized tour guide, and we got to go into, like, I had the boys today, so we went into the NFL shop and Nike store, and then we went into a museum. It was really cool. The kids were really interested in learning, and it was there was this one painting that it was like kind of like a folder that folds, and then they would open it up as like a makeshift altar so they could worship even when they're on the battlefield. And it was really well preserved because the item was closed. The outside was kind of scruffed up, but amazing pictures inside. But it was really neat to hear the tour guide with all the different information behind the paintings and the hidden meanings. So we saw some pretty cool stuff. Keith, good to have you here. Love and support as peace rises and resourcefulness grows. Yes, as we, skateboarding. Hi, sup. I'm still up. That's a problem. So no, I wanted to check in with you guys. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. But we're heading home back to the States tomorrow. A super hot day today, but it was perfect weather. And just at the end, right as the bus was coming to take us back to the hotel, we had just a little bit of dribble raining on us. It wasn't bad. Zayas, how's it going? And he says, people find my healing words a strange language. Why do you think that is? It's just different. It's a little different. I think part of it is people aren't used to positive talk. A lot of times people are so negative in this world that, it's easier to be negative. It's weird how our brain works. It's easier for us to be negative than to be positive. So sometimes we might have to struggle to stay on track, but you don't small talk. Sometimes you need to, though. Sometimes you need to break that ice, get to know people, let them get comfortable. Sorry about my bra. But sometimes small talk kind of breaks the ice. Sometimes it's important. But I see people logging in. But I understand you. I like your way of talking. Sup, Andy. How's it going? Teresa in Tennessee. I used to live in Tennessee. Good to have you here. Heading back to the States. I'm currently in Michigan and Indiana. And Keith says I echo technique naturally. There you go. And Jay, good to have you here. Hello. And Usman, thank you. I'm looking so pretty. Thank you. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I can't see my time. I think it's around midnight right now. So I have to wake up around 5. Maybe it's 11:30. I don't know. I only have about 18% battery, so that's going to time me out. I could plug it in, but that's kind of keeping me on track. I cannot sleep through tomorrow. And I was in Antioch, Laverne, and Murfreesboro. So I was there for a while. I came back to Michigan when my father was, that was a crazy situation. I was teaching 4th and 5th grade in Antioch, Tennessee, and my father needed to have his leg amputated. At the same time, my mom was going through breast cancer, and we also had my 98-year-old grandfather staying there. So she wasn't really able to completely take care of my dad because of what she was going through, and just went there. Russia, good to have you here. That's is that how I say it, Daniel? And nobody. Russia, so good to have you here. I look young. Aw, you're sweet. I'm 55, so I don't know what a bad dragon is. But Teresa, yeah, whereabouts are you if you're comfortable? And oh, Mr. Ham, go make you a sandwich. I'm breaking bread. He says, when you give healing words on a post, nothing to echo, so I have to use what I could read to bless them. That makes sense. And you want a sandwich? Mr. Han or Han? I think it's Han. I thought it was a ham because you were asking for a sandwich. And Glenn, thank you. Kelly girl, I love that name. I went out to California. I went to Los Angeles, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm a 6-foot blonde. I am not going to stand out at all. I'm just going to blend in and be one of the masses because I'm used to kind of standing out. I'm taller than most people. But yeah, there weren't very many 6-foot blondes in Los Angeles. They were Asian and Hispanic, so it still stood out. And so I'm a Leo. I don't really go by my zodiac, but that's what I am. Born in July. So, hand make bank by a restaurant. Restaurants have like a 90% failure rate in the first year. So definitely if you're going to do that, make sure you know what you're doing. And Teresa says, oh, I lived in Tennessee. Now I live in Las Casas. Are you liking it there? And Stephanie, it's going good. Thank you for the compliment. I go back to the States in a few hours. It's going to be a long flight. We leave at 11 a.m. and we get back at 10:30 at night. And then you got to add on 6 hours. So we have a big layover, 5.5 hours in North Carolina. And so, should you rather, but funny. I don't know if you're trolling me, but you don't see a profile picture. So if you do have cancer, praying for you, but I would never give up. Just keep chugging along. Do I like Javier? I don't know who that is. Is he a soccer player? Shane says you should look it up. Bad Dragon. They have Bad Dragon. I might know what you're talking about. I might know. I like Javier and Eva. Do you ever or Eva? I like them. But he's a soccer player, isn't he? And sports jazz fan. Shout out. Oh, not see. I'm a high school teacher, and now you get to be put in timeout. Behave. And Kunstler. Oh, they're not fake. But hello. And you got Zayas. I got brutally discarded after a 3-year relationship. Didn't know she had quiet BPD until after. She used AI for a month to gaslight the heck out of me. Didn't realize until after. So how was gaslighting you with photos or gaslighting you how? I feel like my makeup's weird. And was it like extreme or was it just to look a little bit better? How does she, because there's different ways you can use AI. You can use like Chat GPT, like what should I say? And the quiet BPD, that can be brutal. Yeah, was there an argument or how long have you been separated? Yeah, the gaslighting is what's get your nervous system going. Key says follow nervous system patterns, not you follow nervous system patterns, not the stars. Yeah, our nervous system will tell us what we shouldn't do big time. And so Teresa lived in Riverside, California. Nice. I'm glad you're liking it. Keith has better luck with buying a restaurant than you making a sandwich. Yeah, I'll tell you what, buy a restaurant. I'll make both of us a sandwich at your place, your cost. I'm currently in London, but I live in Michigan and Indiana. But I just did a study abroad trip with some of the high schoolers. So we went to Amsterdam, Paris, Belgium, and London. So I head home tomorrow, and I had a great time. Amazing trip. Sisters, hello. Good to have you here. Did you have a good day today? Today's my last day in London, then I fly home. So I can't be on too long. Thank you guys for those likes. Keith says, as you enjoy reading these words, realize how your immune knows how to eliminate something and no longer needs with every healing breath. Yeah. And our nervous system. This is the thing. I was walking and with like the group, and like the kids like knew, like it was interesting. They were good with directions, and one of the teachers said, yeah, it's like kids have this honing, or I think it's honing, it might be homing, but honing system, to where you kind of know directions and you kind of gravitate, kind of like how pigeons, you can kind of set them free and they'll come right back, even after they've traveled miles. And I don't know, we have some instincts, and I wonder if we just kind of over time learn not to use that. So I'm doing good, Gabriel. I am in London right now. So we took a 5 hour, I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's time changes. It's an hour difference between Paris and London. So I was talking to the guy, and he's like, yeah, it's like 3 hours. I'm like, no, it's like 5 hours. But I fell asleep. So I don't know. I don't know. A couple hour trip from Paris to London. It wasn't that bad by the high-speed train. And I go home tomorrow. So good to have you here, Saeem. And Tony, don't let that boy come over to your house and eat up all your groceries, okay? I've been gone for 8 days. I don't think he wants the groceries in my fridge. And, oh, game up. Sorry about your luck. You get put in timeout. You guys have a high school teacher. I know these games. Sorry about your luck. And Bitfinity, thank you. Yes, I'm Cynthia, and thank you for the compliments. All is going good. I will have to go to bed fairly soon, but Keith says definitely if they never bring bread. Very true. And Pure Science, hi from Michigan. Oh, it's raining. We've had some bad storms because I had a tornado hit my house in Michigan in March. How bad's the rain? I know Wisconsin had some power outages, and we were pretty lucky. We had almost a perfect week, but you gotta remember we went to 4 different countries, so maybe we missed it. And tomorrow's gonna be hotter here than it's been maybe even ever, so for this time of year. Keith says, I heal human, I don't feed them. How's your channel going, Keith? But hopefully, Pure Science, you weathered the storm. And Mark, thank you. I am currently in London, flying home tomorrow to Michigan and Indiana. Where are you from, Mark? Daniel, what's my favorite cereal? I don't really eat cereal. I don't know. Don't really eat cereal. I kind of like the Captain Crunch. Cookie Crisp. I do like, what is it? Quaker granola. But I mean, I'll eat granola, but I like Quaker granola. What else do I like? I don't know. I don't really eat cereal. So what about you? I'll tell you what though, when I had my daughter, I ate, they had the jumbo size Cheerios, and I think I ate three and a half family size Cheerio things within like 2.5 hours. Like, that's a lot. But then I didn't eat for, I don't know, a day and a half. But it's almost like your body knew what it needed. So tell me where you guys are from. Pawan? Good to have you here. Hello, Keith. Beacon Mechanism. Is that what it's called? And Nave, good to have you here. I think Naved, I'm not sure how I say your name. Zaya, she fed my words, messages, and repair attempts into GPT, then used the AI's interpretations to reframe me as emotionally abusive while ignoring the real life context, tone, and history. Sometimes, too, with AI, this is where it gets tricky. There are some safeguards on AI because I'll do certain, I wanted to do like a skit, and I was like, kind of like help me write like this narcissistic skit to kind of demonstrate how these relationships go. And AI came back with that they didn't want to glorify or glamorize. I think they said glamorize those kind of relationships. And it was meant to be educational, but there's been a couple times with my research. I also researched different criminal uh, like cases, and there are safeguards on it. Or if you ask certain mental health things, it'll like tell you like go get some help. Like it's not about me. I'm doing research. But so my point is that sometimes AI will pick up on who you are. So let's say I was talking to Chat GPT and it starts to get my personality. It starts to understand me, and it starts noticing every time it says some good advice. I'm like, no, but he this or she that, and then I'll be like, okay, this isn't working. We'll do this and that. And they also do a lot of positive affirmations. So if she's like saying something like, I was just trying to say this, and I know I'm not wrong, am I? And then it'll be like, of course you're not wrong. You're just going to. And so they can affirm weird things. So the output might be what she wants to hear. Like, you're a good person. You don't have to apologize to him and yada yada. She might be typing in, how do I get revenge, as opposed to how do I calm his nerves, all those kind of things. So yeah, there's a lot of prompting. Huh. Yeah, she probably said that, something like you're a jerk, you're abusive, and how do I say something? What was the AI saying with things? What is this discussion all about, Naved or Naved? I think it's Naved. I deal with mental health. Most of my channel deals with narcissistic relationships, how to heal, when to stay, when to go, how to build boundaries, and just how to have good relationships and a good life. And sorry I timed some of you out, but you can't try to get me in trouble by making me say stuff. Keith says our bodies and minds know how to trigger our full healing. We just to get out of our own way. There's times, yeah, we resist. Our bodies do give us really good feedback. Like, this is not safe. And, oh, Jason, how's it going? Your soulmate is named Cynthia. That's my name. Zayas, that contradicted those conclusions. Every time she used it, she solely weaponized it more and more against me. I can do that. I can do that. So she probably put in some prompt like, you know, that caused it. Because she could have worded it like, how do I make things better? And it would have been better. So probably a lot of that is her prompting. Gabriel, I'm from Romania. To me, that's got to be like a couple of hours flight. To where I am now in London, that probably wouldn't be too bad, but I'm all the way over in the States. I go back there tomorrow. From Michigan and Indiana. Trick shot. LOL. Good to have you here. And thank you. Thanks, James. Tashar, I'm doing good. How are you? Pure science, not too bad, just dark skies, but I'm in Macomb, so it might be different other places. Ah, so you're kind of like the east side. Um, yeah, I know exactly where Macomb County is. So you said that you want to do that podcast together. Yes, Gabriel. Oh my goodness. Yes. Uh, I will be home. I'm not going to be able to do anything tomorrow because we get in so late. And then I have to go probably pull an all-nighter and go straight to work. But this weekend, if you would like to do one, I would like to do one with you. I would love that. If you can contact me, it's best to email me, Cynthia at asoulsurvivor.com, and we'll get that set up. It just passed here in A2. What are you talking about, Steve? Should I ask? Let me know what you mean. Zayas, then she took one text message and returned a 14-page AI report that I felt contempt for her, looked down on her, etc. Then she blocked me everywhere. That was 3 months ago. How do you know it was AI, though? And so, Keith, you're having a healing party tomorrow. What do you do in your healing parties? Tell me more. And a day without laughter is a day wasted. I agree. And from the Ukraine, Mark, welcome. I'm in London, going back to the States tomorrow, but it's so good to have you here. Keith, 50 plus subscribers, almost 200 healing YouTube shorts so far. Good for you. How long have you been doing YouTube? Pure science, your nervous system remembers the wounds your mind has tried to forget. And when you finally listen to its whispers, you reclaim the, I see your message coming through. You reclaim the power that was always yours. Yeah, we have this power that we don't tap into, or we ignore, or we think, if we just try this, gotta listen to our intuition. Keith, indeed, we must allow our painful patterns to naturally be our greatest assets to heal and restore. Listen to that inner voice. It is telling and if you can't hear your inner voice, listen to like your gut or your sleep patterns or your eating habits, because when you're in a stressful situation, that will change. Sebastian, I love that name. Hey, I have a question. More foreigners always have an expression like they're always upset. What? I'm just kidding. Tell me why. Where are you from, Sebastian? Because there's a lot of trauma going on in life. A lot of people are stressed, exhausted if they're travelers. A lot of people are in new places, so maybe they're like a little cautious, or they don't connect with other people because they don't know them, so they're not smiling as much. Different areas of the world don't make eye contact as much, don't smile, don't make small talk. So it's probably cultural, but I smile. Where are you from? Keith, I'd suggest emotional state shifting and protective language patterns. I have protective patterns on all my social media accounts. Our language patterns are kind of like setting boundaries. So Gus, good to have you here. The live chat is me before I head home to the States, leaving London, and my topic, my channel deals with narcissistic abuse recovery, how to deal with toxic relationships, understand people, mental illness, mental health, how to have good relationships, when to leave, when to stay, and building a community. I do want to confirm we will be going to Japan next summer, so if you guys would like to sign up for that, let me know. It'd be great to travel with you guys. I'm kind of got bit by the travel bug. And Keith says, I use AI like a calculator, not a life coach. Sorry. Be careful not to use AI as a life coach, because I'm glad you don't. Because it will affirm too much. It'll tell you how great you are, how wonderful you are, and sometimes that can cause you to do things that aren't necessarily healthy. So there's more extreme examples, but I'm going to keep it because of censorship. But let's just say I was a smoker, and I'm like, my family doesn't like it, but I'm a grown up. I feel I should be able to do that, and it's pissing me off and this and that. And so AI is going to say, well, that's okay. You're an adult. You can do what you want. Just know there might be some health risks, but the chances of you getting lung cancer aren't that great. If it really calms your nerves, do what you got to do, maybe in moderation, so you keep doing toxic things as because it's kind of like customer service. You don't want to piss off the client, and if it tells you that's not healthy, you need to stop, then maybe you're even going to lie to AI. It's weird how that works. Like, you really got to justify to AI. So it'll affirm things that keep you in bad habits, whether it's toxic relationships, toxic speech patterns, and sometimes too, like, if you were like, I don't know if I should go to school, back to school, it's really busy. I am kind of happy with my job. So instead of like you can ask it for advice and it'll give you advice, but that's not going to be what's in your heart. Like, you have to come to these answers yourself. So it can cause psychosis, and it's already causing problems. Don't use it as a life coach. Use me or a therapist. He says, oh, yep, Zayas. She did it 3+ months ago when ChatGPT was being sycophantic. I can't say the word. Before they patched it, sycophantic. But if you feed it facts, this is abusive to me, it will take it as truth, and that's exactly what I'm saying. So it's like a one-sided. Um, it's not a real person. They don't. And we have to remember too, AI is like programmed by the world. Every time we tap into it, it's getting the world's personality, and the world's personality right now is more narcissistic, which can be abusive. It's a lot of people are ghosted because it goes through and draws things from everything that's input into the web. So, yeah, it takes things as truth. Um, I am 55 years old, Mark. Zayas, me? Me what? What did I do? Let me know what you mean by me. Gabriel, interesting. Clarify that for me and I'll answer. Gabriel says, interestingly, my undergraduate thesis was in juvenile delinquency. My graduate dissertation was in organizational stress management. What did you find out about I'm so tired, delinquency? Because a lot of times too, that's caused by trauma, but also families under stress. So the kids either don't get bathed or have clothes that are clean, and they might be embarrassed. Okay, it cut out for a sec. Uh-oh, I saw it cut out. Where are my messages? I think it's because I'm on low battery, guys. Oh, dang it. I hope you can see me. I can't see your messages anymore. Probably yep, 5% battery. It cuts it out. Lots of love to you guys. Wish me luck. Sorry to those who I couldn't finish. I will be on, probably not tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow at the airport. Sorry I couldn't get to everything. I can't see your messages because I'm on low battery. I'll talk to you soon, and have a good night. See you so. All right, good night, guys. Oh, people are joining in. Sorry I gotta go. I can't see the message.